Hello everybody, once again, welcome. It is Mailbag Monday, SFF180 once again. Monday, January the 20th, 2014. Holy mackerel. And have a look at this. Now this is what I call a mail week, right? Review copies, this is what you want to see. So, we will go ahead and dig right in. This is all the print stuff that I've received in the mail for the preceding week, but before I go, I do want to mention that I am also in possession of this book, right here, in electronic form. Apparently it got turned in a little bit late, so there weren't time to do print arcs, but I've gone ahead and gotten this from Tor, and I will be prioritizing it because the release date, I think, is March 4th. And so in order to be able to get the review up on both the website and here on the YouTube channel, I need to get going on it because it is even bigger than the last one. So, so that is a priority, but do not let that prevent you from doing the usual thing of letting me know in the comments which of this book's snail mail pile you want me to prioritize. Without any further ado, let's dig in, shall we? And this top one comes in from my fine friends at Penguin. Let's hear what it is. Oh, great. This is another arc. And, well, this is the long-awaited sequel to Among Thieves, which was a debut novel that came out, I think, in 2011 by Douglas Hewlick. This is the second book, Sworn in Steel. Street date for this one is May the 6th, but I've gone ahead and gotten it. This and Among Thieves, which I've had sitting around, in which my schedule being what it is, I didn't get to like I should the first time, so I will be doing both of these back to back, I'm quite sure. But let me know in terms of prioritizing it what you think. Sworn in Steel. This is the second book in the series of Tales of the Kin by Douglas Hewlick. First book, Among Thieves, really got, it was very highly thought of by folks when it came out. So look for both of those from me at last. And once again, I'll probably do the back-to-back review thing on these. But this is coming out first week of May from Rock. And thanks to Penguin for sending me this. And this second package is from Prometheus, which means it is a Pyre release. Oh, okay. Earthstar. Okay, this is by Janet Edwards. It's a young adult novel. Pyre has really plunged into young adult quite a bit in the past year or so. This is the sequel to a book called Earth Girl, which, again, I haven't really gotten to yet, but I could. But let's see, 18-year-old Jara has a lot to prove. After being awarded one of the military's highest honors for her role in a daring rescue attempt, she finds herself and her ape status in the spotlight. Jara is one of the unlucky few born with an immune system that cannot survive on other planets. Derided as an ape, a quote-unquote throwback, by the rest of the universe, she is on a mission to prove that Earth girls are just as good as anyone else, by golly. That's right. Well, you know, you go, Jara. Well, this is Earthstar, and the second in what appears to be a young adult series with the real empowering female protagonist. I am quite sure I have Earth Girl around here somewhere, so let me know. This arrives in stores April the 15th. Okay, well, here's something from Macmillan. Well, this is a reprint. This is a new trade paperback edition of an older book, Cethral Vode, by Stephen Brust. I still need to catch up with a lot of the older Stephen Brust books, you know, particularly from the Vlad Tolstoy series. I think I read that up to about 6 books in, and then I sort of quit. But I do want to get caught up with them, and then this, I believe, is part of another series set in the same universe. But it's getting the nice, shiny new trade paperback reprint treatment from Orb, which is, you know, that imprint from Tor that does all these. So, for those of you who are Stephen Brust fans, Cethral Vode is now in trade paperback format. Okay, and this is from Penguin, and it looks like a big, old, chunky, brand new hardcover, so that's exciting. Let's see what it might be. Oh, interesting. Okay, I have actually already been sent the arc for this. This was a few months back before I started doing this channel and Mailbag Monday, but this is a book called The Flight of the Silvers by Daniel Price, and as you see, it is very silvery. What's this all about? Well, let's find out. Okay, well, this comes out February 4th. It is the first book in an outstandingly unconventional new science fiction series by Daniel Price, it says. 6 strangers are thrown together in a parallel America, where time itself is manipulated by man and machine. Together, they must uncover why they were spared from apocalypse and how to use the remarkable abilities they have been both blessed and cursed with, while avoiding capture by forces both mundane and darkly otherworldly. Okay. This looks like a very ambitious book. It's quite a thick read. Looks like they're giving it really A+ treatment here, so they must have very high hopes for it. But Daniel Price, The Flight of the Silvers, and it releases February 4th. And last but not least, this is what I like to see, massive box of stuff from Penguin. I'm guessing this is just all the February stuff in toto in one box to make, I like loud tape ripping noises. There we go. That works. Okay, everybody, let's see what we got in this thing. Okay, well, padding can go, padding can go. Okay, well, let's take a look, shall we? Starting to dig in, this is Swordbound. This is the new Tiger and Dell fantasy novel. It's a reasonably popular series, I do believe, from Jennifer Roberson. Her fan base likes these, and I don't know, this is probably like the 7th or 8th. She's been doing these for quite a few years. I've only really read the first one, but, you know, who knows? Maybe I could start digging into the rest with the release of the newest entry, Swordbound. Okay, and this looks like a new urban fantasy, you know, paranormal investigation kind of thing. Only the Good Die Young. It's the first in a new series called Jensen Murphy Ghost for Hire. So it's paranormal investigation, but you hire the paranormal entity for whatever reason, I guess. Chris Marie Green, Only the Good Die Young. This is the first volume in a new urban fantasy series. Don't do much UF, I admit, but you know, who knows? Every once in a while you stumble upon something pretty decent. Okay, and here, of course, is the one that I think most people are really waiting for. It's definitely a priority for me. I have read, well, I'm just about done with the second one in this series. I've read the first one already. I'm preparing the reviews. I'm going to be doing, doubling up the first 2 books in a single video, as well as individual text reviews for the first 2 books. So I'm going to knock those out here pretty quickly. It takes time to do these reviews, especially the SFF180 episodes. You know, I put a little bit of effort into them. You know, I don't just like turn on a webcam and wing it like, you know, some other folks. I really do. You know, it takes a bit of time and preparation. So, but I do have the first 2 books in this series pretty much ready to go for reviews, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get into this one immediately so that I'm all caught up and, you know, in a very timely way with Mike Coles. But I am enjoying these. The Shadow Ops series, and this is Volume 3, Breach Zone. So look for the first 2 to be reviewed very shortly. And here's the third one. Okay, and this is Fallout, which is the second book in a new science fiction series by an author calling himself James Decker, but his real name was James Knapp. I guess that name got caught in maybe what they call the publishing death spiral. Knapp had a very interesting first novel that I thought had a lot of potential, although it didn't, you know, I had a few too many nitpicks about it. It was a science fiction approach to post-apocalyptic zombie fiction that was a little bit different than what I had seen other people do. 2 more volumes in that series came out that I still have yet to read, but I would like to pick them up because he has a whole lot of really good talent for suspense and tension. But this is now a new series that he has started up. Burn Zone was the first volume. Fallout is the second one. Let me know if you would like for me to get into these, because I am very interested in following Mr. Knapp's career, even as James Decker now, as he's writing under. So, Fallout. All right, and this is the, I guess what they call the deluxe mass market paperback version, Shadows of Falling Night. This is S.M. Sterling's urban fantasy series. That I guess he's doing alongside, you know, that the Change series, that post-apocalyptic series of novels that really seems to be his bread and butter. But he has dug his toes into you know, dug his toes. That's probably not the right phrasing. Anyway, you know, he's doing the urban fantasy thing as well. So this is Shadows of Falling Night in paperback at last. Okay, here's another reprint, Reeve the Just and Other Tales, a story collection by Stephen R. Donaldson. It's in a very spiffy new trade paperback edition. Looks very nice. Okay, and now here is you know, the big Ace hardcover treat for the month. This is Alan Steele's new novel. I have liked quite a lot of what I've read by Mr. Steele. This is V.S. Day. It's an alternate history novel, and this is coming out in February. I'm going to read up a little bit on what this is exactly about here. Hang on. Okay, well, maybe I'm not, because there's no sales sheet in it. So, well, anyway, V.S. Day, the new Alan Steele novel in hardcover from Ace. And last but not least, Dennis McKiernan is an author with a very healthy fan base who's been writing for many years. Very traditional approach to epic fantasy, you know, very much from the Tolkien school. But this is Stolen Crown, and it is a new novel in his popular universe, Mythgar. Stolen Crown from Rock this February, Dennis McKiernan. Okay, everybody, wow, what a haul this week, huh? That was very exciting to go through. I hope you enjoyed going through it with me. Always love seeing this kind of thing, so please, lot to choose from, but don't be shy, don't be bashful. Let me know, fire up those comments. Let me know what you want to see me prioritize. That's always very helpful to me. Got a new review coming up very shortly. Hopefully it's already up by the time you see this, or will be up within, you know, a few hours of it. And then more coming during the week. I have been having to work, again, quite a bit on my documentary for, you know, the first couple of weeks of the year. You know, I had an interview scheduled and then canceled and all that sort of. So that's keeping me very busy, as it always has done. But I've promised to myself, not going to let that intrude over much on my reading schedule, which is very important to me as well. So, let me know, please, in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed watching, leave a like. Share this video with all of your SFF reading friends. That is super important, as is subscribing. Please sub to the channel if you haven't done so. Get all your SFF reading friends to sub. I got a whole lot of good new subs last week. That was very exciting, so let's keep that going. Let's grow this channel, get those numbers way up there. July the 1st of this year will be the 13th anniversary of the sfreviews.net website, and by then, I think that would be nice to have like 1,000 subs for this channel. That would be very exciting, so let's do it. But otherwise, until I see you next time, fire up the comments and happy reading.